I need to be on a leash. I need to be on a leash, a tight leash, to be honest, because I am unhinged. The shakedown lawyer used a commentary video. Commentary YouTubers have no idea what it is to work a normal job, let alone put on a whole event, okay? You have no clue.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? I'm just getting set up here. I got Fortnite open, but we're not going to be playing that straight away. We got Anisa Jomha is back, ladies and gentlemen. She responded. I don't know if you guys saw the segment that we did on the channel roughly a week ago. Was it a week ago? No. Well, it was uploaded a week ago. It was like probably 2 weeks ago, where we were covering the Creator Clash 2 podcast that Ian posted with Anisa. If you haven't seen it, it's on the channel. You can check it out. This is our preliminary before we get into the main discussion tonight. But Anisa Jomha puts out a live response, and I think she's like currently streaming or something. But you can see this is exactly. Honestly, when I picture Anisa Jomha, this is what I'm picturing. Dude, Anisa Jomha explaining where all the charity money went and why none of it went to charity. Guys, I lost all the money! It's all gone! We have no money to give to the kids with cancer! We had 3 galas and flew everyone out! Yeah, that's what we're dealing with here. That's literally, that's Anisa's response, guys. No, there's plenty to talk about. Mrs. Jomha has put out quite a lot of cringe statements recently. We didn't really highlight her individually as much as we checked out their podcast, and their podcast was bad. It was like a group therapy session where they coped about their failure at hosting a charity event. And I was thinking about this the other day. In my opinion, I think that the Creator Clash thing is like a step up from like the Twitch aristocracy hosting their own award show and giving Hassan Piker the Streamer of the Year. You know, let's tie it all together. We covered Frogan recently. She was the rising star at the Twitch aristocracy award show, where all these people who know each other and their personal friend groups go and hang out and give each other awards, pretending they're all fucking some of the best content creators out there. It's nepotism, the award show, right? And Anisa Jomha's Creator Clash is very much that, but like added $1 million to charity, or at least it was the first time. It's a group circle jerk session among online internet friends, posing as some sort of like deep fucking charity event, where all the content creators involved in the situation are like, oh, it's for charity. Why would you criticize me? It's for charity. We're fighting for charity. And you find out that they're making competitive wages with the Happy Punch people who don't actually put their money to charity. They're actually making pretty decent purses. And that's all well and good. That can keep going. I don't think necessarily people are saying, shut down the fucking Twitch award show. These people run a circle jerk, or shut down the boxing event. But then people start to really question it when the charity event doesn't donate any money to charity. That's a pretty big problem. When the charity event that's been gaslighting people, oh, why are you criticizing me? It's for charity. It's for charity. Suddenly it wasn't for charity, and that's really funny. It means a lot of people can make a lot of jokes, and Anisa Jomha, not really a joke enjoyer. I mean, here's just one example. I've shown this before, I think, a long time ago, but like, I didn't even know who this guy. Do you guys know Red Bar? One in the chat if you know Red Bar. I found out who Red Bar was through like the Salvo arc. He doesn't stream on YouTube, I don't think. But it's not like he's like a random like commentary content creator. And anytime I want to hear a take from Red Bar, typically I have to go looking for it. I'm not seeing like Red Bar all over my Twitter feed or whatever. But do you know who did know about Red Bar and watched Red Bar? Anisa Jomha. This is crazy to me. I don't know why Anisa thought he was gonna win a fight with Red Bar on main. Dude's upset because another man's wife isn't hot enough for him. Like, so you know enough to find Red Bar's content, right? But you don't know enough to know that joke's not gonna land. You don't know enough to know that's probably not a good idea.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
So it's just, and not only that, at the time, Anisa was on private, so she thought it was so important to start a fight with Red Bar. She did this on public. She went back on public to do this. That was just one example. Another one here. There was a post that went up. Do you still find iDubbbz funny? I've been subscribed since 2015, and I unsubbed yesterday. This has nothing to do with Hyde or Anisa. I never really cared about this controversy, only the content. My reason for unsubbing is just poor quality. Eventually they were convinced to resubscribe. How, you ask? I wish people would just give Ian a break. It's been extremely stressful, and throughout all the stress he's going through, he'll still be attempting to make fun content when he can. He just wants to / will be uploading entertaining videos. It's unfortunate that he's had to make another video like this. And trust me, he wasn't expecting me to do this. We're just dealing with legal issues on top of what legal issues could those be, chat? It's almost like this is preempting the clip we're going to show you. Yeah, it's the forefront of his mind. We didn't know how much time Creator Clash would truly take from our lives. Along with my immigration and some family struggles, life has just hit us hard. Apparently, Ian married a mail-order bride, basically. Things will get better after this month. I really think things will look up. Spoiler alert, they did not. I'm sorry it's been such a mess over the past few years. Now, what's Anisa Jomha talking about, chat? Well, she posted a podcast where she told us all about it. Essentially, a lawyer tried to shake her down because the lawyer thought, there's no fucking way this event that made $1 million for charity last year lost money this year. It's actually difficult to fuck something like that up. And when they were asked about it, one of the things that they brought up in their discussion was Bo Blacks's video accusing them of fraud. Or I don't actually think the video accused them of fraud, but that's what Anisa seems to think. That's how Anisa's been. Anisa's been very careful to say that Bo Blacks just insinuated they actually just pocketed the fucking money or something throughout this whole situation. So yeah, they were trying to like destroy this fucking event. And justifiably so. I don't know why anyone would ever be down with Creator Clash 3. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I need to put this into the ether. But, like, unless you're part of the approved group, no one I know would come back from fucking up this charity event. I don't know a single content creator the size of Anisa and Ian who could get away with doing an entire boxing event for charity, giving no money to charity, and people going, when's Creator Clash 3? Bro, if that was Logan Paul, this guy they would be calling to get him arrested. Doesn't even matter if he did anything wrong. They'd be calling on him to get him arrested. If it was Jake Paul, there'd be a CoffeeZilla video about how bad this was managed. Instead, it's me, it's Bo Blacks, it's Tom, it's a dose of Buckley. It's content creators that are mean. Only mean people talk about stuff like this. Where's all the community approved people talking about how bad their fuck up is? They're probably sending their condolences in DMs, if I had to guess. That's probably what it is. It's probably, oh, I'm so sorry this happened to you. Anisa admitted on the previous stream, right, that supposedly they were hosting the gala where all of these people were coming down and celebrating because they didn't know the event lost money. And Ian's like, woo, we did such a good job. And then they were having Game of Thrones conversations where they walked through the gardens and they were pulling out people seemingly at random, telling them, hey, you know, I kind of wasted all of our time. The event actually lost money, and we're not going to be sending any money to those kids with cancer. Anyways, go back and enjoy some hors d'oeuvres on the house. These people brought in content creators who weren't performing and sat them in a hotel room.
Isn't this
just because they wanted them to attend? It's fucking Friendsgiving the event. That's what it is. So I have no idea how these people are ever going to come back from this. I don't understand it. I don't think that people who fuck up charity should do charity again. Obviously, Gerard the Completionist, much worse example. But, I mean, I'd never trust that guy to do an event again. And it's not just because there's allegations he pocketed the money. I think if you fuck up charity, you should not be able to use charity as an excuse to build some stupid friendship event in the future. But that's just me. Now, Anisa is not only a failed charity entrepreneur, okay? Anisa is also a huge supporter of Palestine, chat. I know, big shocker. Big shocker. Online Twitter activists, some creators I know have been aggressively retweeting and supporting Israel's media team. Israeli PM through all this have quietly removed their public support. You can remove it, but I saw it. We saw it. Oh no. Oh god. One of the worst, most pathetic people online archived a tweet. Dude, this is the woman who freaks out when we screenshot her tweets and post them on Twitter to farm engagement. We saw everything you wrote. Fucking, I saw you supporting those Jews. Like, okay, Jesus. All right, cool. Nice. Shout out Anisa Jomha. Anyways, before we get too sidetracked 10 minutes later, Boblax just tweeted out a huge response to a clip of Anisa right now. Right now, chat. She's live right now talking about this. I need you to see. It's so good. This is a response to our coverage.
In the Patreon podcast. This person's lawyer, the shakedown lawyer, used a commentary video, okay, that insinuated...
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
Look, I said it once, I'll say it again. You guys deserve to get shaken down. It's not my fault that a lawyer saw this situation and went, there's no way those guys made... Like, how did they lose money? They must have taken some off the top. I don't blame people for giving you a hard time about it. You absolutely should be investigated.
But we explained this in...
And that's from someone who thinks that you didn't steal the money, by the way. I do not think you stole the money. But you absolutely deserve for people to poke around in it.
In the Patreon podcast. This person's lawyer, the shakedown lawyer, used a commentary video...
Based.
Okay? That insinuated, I have to be very careful with my words here because this person will say technically they didn't say that, insinuated.
Dude, she's so wired into our criticism. She's like, Boblax is in her head being like, I didn't say that. Okay, insinuated. Okay, Josh insinuated it. That's how much, like, we live in this person's head rent-free. But I implore you to keep paying mine.
That we pocketed money. Insinuated that we didn't actually lose money, okay? Insinuated that it only costs $100,000 to run an event like this, which is not true, okay? This is in the millions. This event costs in the millions to run.
I know what the criticism was. I don't know what Boblax said in particular, but there's one piece of criticism that I really agree with. Amateur boxers do not make the money that you are offering these influencers to fight for charity. Okay, go watch a dose of Buckley's video. He's not a commentary orbiter, and he also spent some time as a boxing promoter, so he's got like a really good background on this. In fact, in the VOD version of this, I'll link it down in the description. I personally think it's the best video on Creator Clash because it does come from someone outside of the orbit, right? And he says everything that you'd expect. All of these influencers who are running around telling everybody, oh, it's for charity, it's for charity, it's for charity, are making more money than any other amateur boxer. They're not doing something out of the kindness of their heart.
Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascists?
They're getting fucking paid, dude. They're absolutely getting paid. They're taking a purse home.
I'm not kidding. It's fucked up, okay? And that all is our responsibility. We took that on because we wanted to do something fun and cool and good for charity and whatever. It is a very expensive event to run. There's a lot that...
I love how she characterizes this whole thing as if she doesn't benefit in any way from hosting the huge boxing charity event. Guys, we just wanted to do a good thing. If you wanted to do a good thing, do what your husband did. Get on Twitch, fire up a charity stream, and pour ice on yourself, loser. You know, your husband made more money pouring ice on himself than you did at the big boxing event in the Tampa Bay Lightning Stadium. I donated more money to charity by pirating your show and sending the ticket price to 2 random charities off of the list than you donated through your gigantic boxing event. If you really just want to donate to charity, donate to charity. Do a fucking stream. Do something easy. It doesn't have to be a huge production with hundreds. I mean, she was going over about how she was speaking to the FBI to prevent bomb threats.
And whatever. It is a very expensive event to run. There's a lot that goes on, okay? It's a huge thing. It's a 20,000 seat arena.
They were checking flight logs to see who was flying in, Sam Hyde.
Anyways, the lawyer used the YouTube video to say that this was proof that we were pocketing money. So the point that I was making with that clip that
good, then you don't have a good lawyer. You're going to get out of this relatively easily. Any lawyer who goes, here's the evidence that you're stealing, and sends a Bo Blacks video is not a threat to you. That's good. You got out of this relatively unscathed. Congratulations, if you're telling the truth.
That we were pocketing money. So the point that I was making with that clip that got taken out of context again, or
obviously there's more to it than that. No lawyer just goes, I watched this drama video, you stole money, tee lol. If that's how it, dude, if it was that easy, do you know how many of these fucking, like, you know how many rapists would be charged? Okay, if you could just go on Twitter and tweet it out. Your Honor, he did it. Nick DeOrio tweeted it out.
So the point that I was making with that clip that got taken out of context...
Guys, we just ended fucking violence against women. We just tweeted it out. Dude, we got them.
Again, or like he just didn't understand what I was saying, is that we were in a shakedown lawsuit, and part of the reason why they thought that they could bark up our tree was because commentary YouTubers have no idea what it is to work a normal job.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Ooh.
I really like you.
Why? And somehow I become the worst person she could possibly expect to react to this.
Our tree was because commentary YouTubers have no idea what it is to work a normal job.
You're an OnlyFans model. I work a normal job. You answer to you. Now, I'm assuming maybe you're answering to one of your 15 alters or something, Schizo. But, like, I don't know who you are to critique anyone there.
Bark up our tree was because commentary YouTubers have no idea what it is.
You went from a titty streamer to an OnlyFans model. That is your contribution to the planet.
Is to work a normal job, let alone put on a whole event, okay? You have no clue.
You're right. I don't know what it's like to fail at charity. I don't know what it's like to put on a massive boxing event with no return to kids with cancer, even though it was marketed to give money to kids with cancer. You're right.
Commentary YouTubers have no idea what it is to work a normal job, let alone put on a whole event, okay? You have no clue. You don't even know what it's like to clock in and have someone breathe down your neck. So don't tell me how much it costs. 100,000.
You're the boss. This is your event. What are you talking about? You're the one breathing down other people's necks. You hired a PR team that made your PR worse during the event and fucked up the Froggy Fresh situation. You're the boss.
$1,000 does not even cost 1/4 of the broadcasting.
The only way this could be any more hypocritical is if you were a fucking landlord. That would be the only way this was funnier. Which, I mean, to be honest, like, even Deji was able to become a landlord, so I'm sure that'll be in your future.
Cost 1/4 of the broadcasting fees. So, like, I don't know what crack these, like, commentary YouTubers are on, but I want some.
Call Nick Rekieta. He can hook you up. I'll get you... Yo, don't worry, homegirl. You're in the LA area. I'll get you to Dick Masterson's house. You can do coke like the commentary bros.
Like, commentary YouTubers are on... But I want some. No, I know. This is going on. I love how I didn't wear makeup today. I look disgusting as shit. But this will go on every con. And I don't care. I'm at the point. I don't.
That was the first thing she said that was true. In, like, the entirety of this fucking thing. Like, there's so much bullshit here. I haven't looked at this stuff in months, right? The only interaction I've had about Creator Clash 2, and the whole speech I gave, was based off of the stream that I had done recently. I haven't gone back and looked at the archives. Or
Isn't
fucking...
Nicholas DeOrio guy, like, one of those fucking crypto-fascist
or
dudes
reviewed
too?
any of the stuff. But one thing I do know is that Anisa Jomha got so high on her own ego, she went to a larger stadium, right? The first one made $1 million, sent it to charity. So she's like, okay, Creator Clash 2, despite the fact that now there's 3 times the boxing promotions, despite the fact that we're like the 3rd boxing promotion in 3 weeks, next to like scam fucking what's the other guy? I can't, not Paul Bassinet. Fuck. Who's the other guy who does the boxing promotion? Ace Family, the dad. Is it Ace Family? That guy, the one who didn't pay anybody, the one that people were begging for money from. That guy was hosting events. The DAZN was hosting events. Jake Paul is hosting events. Logan Paul's fighting. Creator Clash is now in an oversaturated genre. It's not, oh, look at the KSI versus Logan Paul event that happens once per year. Now you're going against a lot of other people. So it's obviously going to play into it. But the other part was that they went to the Tampa Bay Lightning Stadium. I'm pretty sure this was like during the Stanley Cup playoffs too. I'm pretty sure she was like an alternative night. And I think, wasn't Tampa playing like Toronto? Maybe I'm crazy. It's March, right? I think she picked one of the off days. Ace Family. Yeah, Austin McBroom is the one I was trying to talk about.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto
She paid like an
fascist,
absurd
dudes
amount of
too?
money to charge people next to nothing to go sit in the crowd at the Tampa Bay Lightning Arena. Does anyone have the video? The video of them like in the middle of the hockey game,
Isn't this
Anisa
Nicholas
popping
DeOrio
up?
guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
Can I find this? Surely I can find this. No, I don't. Yeah, look at this.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. You certainly didn't get above your fucking means. Surely. By the way, that was a really low crowd there. The crowd probably didn't know who the fuck that was. Wait, that's AB of the H3 podcast. Woo! Dude. Holy shit. Not AB. There we go. Woo! Oh no! No! You're not kidding. Do you remember we were talking about how Anisa never had to like Anisa like is an OnlyFans model and she's talking about getting a job? Bro, she worked at Dairy Queen.
Assumptions.
And a pet store? No!
Like, just so out of pocket. I don't know. I know a lot of them have never worked a real job. I know that for a fact.
Oh, man.
And if you have, you worked there for a week and you cried and you quit.
Oh, man.
That's the other thing.
You sell your nudes online for money while your husband's channel dies. Like, come on.
That a lot of these people assume is that I never worked a real job. But I didn't get on the internet until I was 21. I had to pay for my own I was in college. Bro,
I got on the internet when I was 21. I didn't come out this bad.
Working like a fucking serving job. Okay?
Oh, you were a server. Oh, wow. You had to make tips.
Both. I had 4 to 5 classes a semester, and then I would go work a serving job.
Oh, okay? She went to college. We don't know any YouTubers who went to college, right?
And before that, I worked at a pet store.
Oh, she worked at a pet store. Oh, sorry. When I talk about my job and how I work in my field that I got with my degree, right? My bad. I usually refer to that. But what I should be telling you guys is, you know, I worked for 4 years at a grocery store, and it was the hardest experience of my life. By the way, shout out to anybody who works at a grocery store. I'm not fucking insulting you, alright? But, like, I'm sorry. You worked at a fucking pet store, alright? You didn't work for 25 years, alright? You're not a fucking tenured employee. You were a server at a restaurant. For how long? What, maximum of 3 years? Then you started selling your fucking pussy online? Come on, give me a break.
And a Dairy Queen.
I'm sorry, they're not... I don't know if she goes full nude. I have disclaimer. Tastefully half naked. Sorry.
Because I function in society. And then I got lucky, right? I got lucky.
And you fucking married in.
Lucky, and I started making...
Yeah, she got lucky after tweeting like, God, I'd love to fuck Leafy on Twitter. Yeah, she got real lucky, chat.
Making money on the internet, so I quit. But I had been working since I was like 12, no, I'm not even kidding, 12 years old.
Because 12 years, I worked off the books!
In Canada at the time, I don't know if now, but at the time, if your parents sign you can sign
on the books.
Sign something, you can...
Wow, Canada has child labor. That's crazy.
I worked at a movie theater when I was a kid.
Old enough to be in a picture that Tipster looks at.
But you fuckers that are looking at this right now, I know that you would fucking cry if I said something to you in real life. I know you would cry.
Jesus. The problem with Anisa is she believes this. The problem with Anisa is that, like, she'll have a Keffels moment where she walks up to one of us at VidCon. Like, walks up and goes, "Fuck you, Turkey Tom!" And, like, everyone's just gonna look and laugh at her because she's weird.
How do I know? Because I've done it to one of you fuckers.
Whoa, bro, no!
Because I've done it to one of you fuckers in real life, and you have cried.
Bro, Anisa made someone cry.
Cried and apologized to me. And you even said that I made you feel like a bitch.
Wow. Oh, man. You know, dude, the last time someone came at someone that hard, Dana White was getting on national television saying that he just sent a SWAT team in to take out one of the people pirating the UFC event.
You kind of stirred the pot a little bit with the piracy, the online streamers. They want to come after you and give this thing away. So, any regret in kind of maybe stirring the pot a little bit?
I'm glad you asked me about that because we got one. We got him. We're watching this guy right now. All you have to do is turn it on Saturday, and we got you, fucker. I can't wait. Turn it on Saturday, streamers, and see what happens.
That was the last time somebody got hit as hard as Anisa just delivered that blow. Never mind the fact that last week we reacted to a video of you guys saying you were suicidal after you blew up Creator Clash, and you didn't know whether you were going to leave the hospital in a body bag or in a cast, I guess. Good job for that one, by the way.
Even said that I made you feel like a bitch. And I'm glad that I did, to be honest. More people should do that to you.
Wait, she's talking about Sky Williams? Wait, she's talking about... Wait, Sky Williams? KSI? I don't know. Jesus. Is that real? Sky Sky, why are you crying for this woman, bro? Sky's an emotional man. Damn. Sky, turn off the bisexual lighting. And fucking... And have a better showing next time. KSI? I'm Canadian. The youngest you can work is 16. Yeah, I'm assuming she worked off the books if she even did. If she's not lying, which, I mean, she's fucking Anisa Jomha, so I don't know.